I feel like coming into class, all of us didn't know anything about what exactly went into creating glass, and then, but by the end of it, it really, the class is really set up where each time we did a project, we really focused on a certain aspect of it, and eventually, now we're working on our final project, and we can navigate the whole entire room by ourselves, and not really have to worry about what's the right glass to mix. And surprisingly, there's a lot of like different types of glass, and some don't melt together. And besides being a very like hands-on experience, it was very educational in the way of like knowing the history and even going on trips and understanding um, the whole aspect of what is glass. But yeah.
Yeah, so I had no prior experience with glass before this semester, and I'm really glad I took the studio because it was just a really cool opportunity to see an art form that is very specific to the Czech Republic. And like at first I was worried because there weren't any specifically graphic design studios offered this semester, but glasses turned out to have taught me a lot more than I thought it would. That I can use in graphic design, but that I can use just in general. It was very cool. It gave me very cool insight into just the Czech culture with glass. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun to work with my hands a lot more. Our teacher, Clara, was incredible. We found out like midway through the semester that she teaches very highly trained and skilled students at the academy in Prague. And we realized that we were just like babies compared to those students. But she did a really good job of kind of dumbing it down for us and like really teaching us the basics and teaching us how to work with the material and get the best out of the semester with the little knowledge that we came in with. But she really gave us a lot of good projects that covered all the different things that we could do within the limits of the semester. So I would say that we definitely got a very well-rounded experience with glass.
And even though we came in with not knowing much about glass, I felt like she really pushed us to think outside the box of the usual like utilitarian like glass vases and stuff.
Oh, definitely.
So yeah, so I definitely feel like she, as much as she was picking our brains to think outside the box, but at the same time, I feel like she was kind of inspired by like our ideas of not knowing much about the medium, but trying to adapt it to something that we were kind of like creating in our heads. So it was really cool.
Yeah, and she was very willing, or the whole class was tailored to allow us to kind of make glass into what we wanted to make it into. So we could turn it into a focus, and like I was able to do some projects that could kind of work with graphic design. I did some typography with some things, and Ricky got to do some jewelry, and so it was like we got to tailor the projects to our interest and like what our focus was. So that was cool.
Yeah, and in the end, like the cool thing about the class is that we get to bring stuff back home.
Yeah.
We get like objects and really cool sculptures and stuff.